Not too many of us will live to see 100, and reaching that milestone is a big achievement. For one North Dakota man, his life has been filled with many years of hard work, including serving his nation during one of the largest wars in modern history. KX News' Guy Gregory was at the Missouri Slope Lutheran Care Center today, where volunteers recognized Alexander Kraft for his selfless service.
Alexander Kraft grew up in a small town in North Dakota, working many jobs, including at his father's store. When he entered high school, World War II was just breaking out in Europe, and he was ready to serve.
When I was 15 and 16 years old, they had a program here at Bismarck out at Fort Lincoln where youngsters like me, teenagers, could come and take military training. I was in the summertime when school was out. I came 2 years in a row when I was 15 and 16. So I had military instruction before, and I liked it.
The bombing of Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, would bring the United States into the war as Kraft was finishing up his last year in high school. After he graduated, he enlisted in the United States Air Force in December of 1942. After basic training, Kraft was sent to Tyndall Field, Florida, to train as an aerial gunner. Because of his excellent marksmanship, the military made him an instructor.
I've been shooting since I was a kid. Most of the people I was in there had never had a gun in their hand in all their lives. They needed a lot of training and a lot of practice, and I was doing that and hoping it helped.
And he remembers that many of the men he trained in his company would unfortunately not make it home. The memory of their service still deeply remains with him today.
That everybody was giving themselves to do whatever they could for the better to protect our country.
Last month, Kraft celebrated his 100th birthday, and the CHI Health at Home Bismarck We Honor Veterans program held an award ceremony to honor and recognize him for his military service.
Mr. Alexander Kraft, Al as I know you like to be called, thank you for your service to our nation. Thank you for the sacrifices you've made and your willingness to serve our country. When you see this pin, know that your service to the nation is deeply appreciated. We thank you.
With his family there to support him, all that attended were there to show their gratitude to a man who was ready and willing to serve and defend his country when the nation most needed him.
I don't think I was any better than anybody else. I thought the thing to do when the war started was to serve my country because it was my duty to do so.
Reporting for KX News, I'm Guy Gregory.
Kraft was also presented with a Quilt of Valor for his military service during the award ceremony that was handmade with the star of a retired flag on the back of the quilt.